Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nick's 21st birthday party. For my own 21st birthday, Peter Camphin gave me a book entitled 50 Things Every Young Gentleman Should Know. It has guidelines for young men on what to do, when to do it, and why. Some of the chapters include Chapter 11, knowing when to keep your mouth shut. Chapter 33, dealing with foods that you don't like. And Chapter 40, borrowing and sharing. Candace. It is a great book that if followed, you can assure yourself that nothing negative or embarrassing can be said about you by your mates at your 21st. Ladies and gentlemen, Peter never gave this book to Nick. Nick, everyone has the right to do stupid things, however, you abuse this privilege. Most of you tonight have experienced a moment with Camphin where you've just stopped, looked at him and said, "What were you thinking?" So tonight I've compiled a list of moments where I have thought or said that exact same thing. Mate, what were you thinking when you decided it would be fun to go to a bar in Brisbane with a churchy boy and make a game of how many numbers you could get? Guys, this was a gay bar and the numbers was to see how many guys' numbers they could get. What were you thinking when you used the following words to describe your day? Crush, heat, lava, small, next, right arm, left arm, and of course, dicks. What were you thinking when you told your parents, after the 17th time they refused your request for a dog, that I already bought you one and that you would feel bad refusing the gift? I really want to know what you were thinking when you decided not to tell me about this plan and just let me try and convince a very distraught Peter that I have not just bought the new Camphin family pet. Speaking of dogs. What were you thinking when, while out one night, you tell me I can do better than the girl that I'm getting with? So while at the bar, while I'm buying you a drink, I turn around to see you getting with us. Mate, what were you thinking when you asked my mum if you could bring your own ingredients to dinner because you were shredding? Mate, what were you thinking when you went to Fluffy's, the same gay bar I mentioned earlier, and was caught on camera with your shirt off? What did you think when everyone thought when you told us that you joined the Mile High Club? Ladies and gentlemen, actually, Nick is in the Mile High Club. What he refuses to tell everyone is that he joined it by himself and renews his membership frequently. Mate, what were you thinking when you get rejected so blatantly by a girl that you decide you have a chance with her best friend who heard the rejection not 30 seconds earlier? What do you think? What do you think people think when you, 3 years out of school, drive around with a big terrorist rolling stick? Sorry, oh, that's Fraser. Remember when my grandparents are staying at the hotel? What were you thinking the day you crashed my grandfather's car and within the hour you were tucking into a steak he sent you from room service? Also, what were you thinking the night my grandparents sent you a pasta to the hotel from Tartufo and you declined, saying you couldn't eat carbs? Mate, what were you thinking when you chased Amelia Pascoe across my neighbour's lawn in your underwear, pleading for her to hook up with you? She's right there. And finally, at my 21st, you get kicked out of my bedroom with some very lucky lady. I want to know, mate, what were you thinking when the next appropriate place that leaped into your head was the bonnet of my mum's car? I also want to know what you were thinking by denying it to Mum while she picked up half your costume from under the car the next morning before driving you home. Ladies and gentlemen. In all seriousness, this is the sappy bit. I wouldn't know any of you tonight if it wasn't for Nick. Unlike the other guys, I can't sit there and say Nick is one of my best mates because he is my best mate. So everyone, get sideways tonight, have an awesome night and happy birthday.